Will we get a real stimulus package or a fake one? Or none at all? Hello, I'm Steve Forbes, and this is What's Ahead, where you get the insights you need to help navigate these turbulent times. Talk about a new stimulus bill, or perhaps a series of bills, has heated up again, not long after President Trump called off negotiations. Keep in mind, there are good stimulus items and harmful ones. Here are the good ones. Payroll tax holiday. The president tried to achieve this by executive order. Congress should do it unambiguously via legislation. For 6 months or a year, the payroll tax would be suspended for both workers and employers. This would give employees a big immediate pay raise. For employers, it would meaningfully reduce the cost of hiring and keeping people. Someone making $50,000 a year would get a pay raise of almost $4,000 a year. The cost of this worker for an employer would go down about $4,000. Win-win all around. Airlines, they need $25 billion to stay alive until the spring of next year. Let them have it. The industry was doing well before the pandemic. There is no reasonable reason why any carrier should be forced to go bust. Big fat checks for individuals. Critics are right that this money would provide only a one-shot boost for the economy. But such payments are far better than sharply increasing unemployment benefits that would leave tens of millions of people better off not working. How big? $1,200 for adults below a certain income level and $500 for each dependent are the numbers being talked about. Make them bigger. $2,000 for grown-ups and $1,000 for dependents. This larger number would obviate any need for increasing weekly unemployment payments and would also give people big chunks of cash right away to help pay past due bills and buy new products and services. Sharply ease restrictions on how grants and loans to small businesses can be spent. Current regulations don't properly account for costs such as rent. Also, tell the Federal Reserve and the Treasury Department to get that Main Street lending program underway. It's supposed to provide cheap loans to smaller businesses. Get it off the ground now. The bad stimulus stuff? We've already touched on the foolishness of paying people not to work. Giving states and cities money to bail out their past financial mismanagement is irresponsible. And no extraneous projects like the $25 million given to the Kennedy Center in a previous stimulus bill. The biggest and best stimulus of all, of course, would be for states to responsibly open up their economies like Florida has done. Many blue states have been notoriously slow. No coincidence that unemployment in the more open states like Florida, Texas, and Georgia are far lower than in restrictive states like New York, New Jersey, and Illinois. I'm Steve Forbes. Thank you for listening. Do send in your comments and suggestions, and I look forward to being with you soon again.